Greetings, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Media Files. Yeah, so this time around, I figured I'd talk about one of my favorite films of all time, but not only that, though, one of my favorite films in the Western genre. Yes, I do love me a good Western every now and then. I know some people don't like them nowadays because they consider them to be boring. But you never judge a genre by its cover because they kind of hide in plain sight these days. Yeah, they tend to make westerns, but they're more of like modern thrillers versus cowboys and Indians and that type of thing. But speaking of cowboys and whatnot, I figured we would talk about one of my favorite movies of all time, The Magnificent Seven, the collector's edition. We're going to talk about this today on the Media Files. Welcome back. So, yeah, with this movie, if you have not seen this movie by now, check it out because it is completely awesome. I'll start that up right up front. Because this movie it is a remake. You're like, how is it a remake? It is a remake of a famous Japanese film entitled Seven Samurai, directed by Akira Kurosawa. If you have not watched that, you don't need to watch it first, but if you have watched it, then you kind of get the similar, story points here and there. But instead of samurai, you have gunfighters. Yeah. Now, this movie has been remade with Denzel Washington, but this came out first. And not only that, though, with the classic score by Elmer Bernstein, just an amazing, amazing movie. So, what's cool about it is that this is the collector's edition of the first movie, and there were 4 Magnificent Seven movies in total. And yep, and I've got that entire collection, which I'll show off eventually at some point. I'll do a Magnificent Seven overview, and eventually, once I get all the DVDs and all that stuff set up out there in my garage and all that, get my man room all set up, one day in the future, there will be a huge multi-part collection overview of everything that I have. So, be sure to stay tuned for that, after quite a number of videos later from now. So, pretty awesome cover. You got the slip, just your generic, sleeve. Here's the back. But the artwork on the inside is awesome. You open it up, you have this, boom, big 7 right there. That's all you need right there. Boom, 7. And it's, you get silhouettes of everybody. And then what's cool about it is that when you open it up, there, you got all 7 guys right there in silhouette form. So it also comes with a booklet with the number 7 slapped right up there in front, which is awesome. And not only that, though, it's got basically a sort of like a making of book. Not only that, then you got the Japanese poster there of the Magnificent Seven, which is awesome. And then you got talking about the villains and different little posters and, what have you. All such a cool thing. And then it also has that famous shot of all of them walking into town, which is awesome. So you got 2 discs, and basically I'm not going to take the discs out because the exact same artwork is on the discs, so it all lines up perfectly. So yeah, this movie is so awesome. What can I say? The less I say about it, the better. Because you've got, not only that, you have an all-star cast in this movie. So you got Yul Brynner, Eli Wallach from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, as well as Steve McQueen from Bullitt fame. Oh yeah, he was also in The Sand Pebbles, lots of other great movies. So let's go through the buttload of special features that is in this edition. So, disc 1, you have the film, obviously. Then you have the audio commentary with actors James Coburn, Eli Wallach, and more. Audio commentary with film historian Christopher Frayling. Then you have on disc 2, Guns for Hire, the making of the Magnificent Seven documentary. Christopher Frayling on the Magnificent Seven featurette. Elmer Bernstein and the Magnificent Seven featurette. You gotta love it when they have a featurette just on the music score by itself. And also the Lennon book, Lost Images from the Magnificent Seven featurette. And finally, a photo gallery. Yeah, it may not sound like a whole lot, but it's at least 3 hours of entertainment there. I mean, it's well worth a good afternoon. But other than that, though, I mean, the movie itself is so good. I mean, if it wasn't for, these guys even watching Seven Samurai, we wouldn't have, the Magnificent Seven. But not only that, though, it's directed by an awesome director, very early on in his, kind of say more about, past his prime, maybe, but directed by John Sturges, who was in World War II, and because there was a documentary out there called Five Came Back, and he's one of them. He's one of the 5 that came back and went on to have a very successful Hollywood career. Maybe I'll do a documentary about that, I'll do a review about that documentary sometime in the future. But yeah, what can I say though? Great movie, absolutely love it. 5 out of 5. I'm definitely gonna put this a link down below in the description so you can buy it off of Amazon. I believe the Blu-ray has everything that is actually on that particular edition. If not, what can I say though? This just makes a good collector's piece. I mean, sometimes it looks good just sitting on your shelf like that. Yeah. So yeah, fairly short. And not only that though, it's at 7 minutes. That's kind of cool. So with that, I will see you later. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'll get back to you, and I'll see you in the next video.